We're going to talk today about no, you're not fine. Have you ever said I'm fine and not meant it? It happens all the time. So before we jump into that subject, remember to subscribe and like. And life is really messy. That's why we're here practicing, so you don't have to be. So let's talk about it. 4 points to if you are one of those people that walk around saying, I'm fine and not meaning it. Here are some things that you can do to really be more present and be able to share what's going on with you. So number 1, express yourself. Express yourself. So when we don't express ourselves, a really easy go-to is self-medicating. And that can just look like, it can look like alcohol. It can look like over shopping. It can look like overeating. It can look like under-eating. There's ways that we try to cope in life when we're really not fine. And our go-to answer is I'm fine because we don't want to be a problem to somebody, or we go to that place of I'm fine because you just don't want to reveal what really is going on. So 2, think through your yeses and nos. Another place where you can get to really easily when you're saying I'm fine, is when you're gritting and trying to get through something. If you think through what your yeses and nos are, really beforehand, and I have tried to make this a principle in my life. When I am asked to do things, I pause and think about it first. I don't answer right away. If you are a people pleaser, you might struggle with that a little bit more. So take a moment when you're asked about anything and think through, do I have the time? Do I have the capacity? Am I going to end up saying, oh, I'm fine, and grit through when I know I'm not fine and I need a rest and I need a break and I feel overworked and I feel tired and exhausted? So finding your yes is yes and your no is no. If you can't handle it, it should be no, I'm sorry. And trust that they will find someone else, even if they're trying to put it on you, because you normally always say yes. That's a practice to grow and get strengthened in. So number 3, you could just be having a bad attitude. I'm sorry to tell you that. It could just be a bad attitude that you're having, like, no, I'm fine. That crossed arms, I'm fine. Don't talk to me. I know you don't really care. Like, it could become this like pity party thing or a bad attitude where you're not willing to really say how you feel and you just are shutting down on yourself. So that's a place that can be really hard in relationships, to feel like you're caring for one another, the person you're talking to, and for yourself. So find those places. Those bottled feelings equal bitterness in the end. So you don't want that. You don't want to live in bitterness. And then the last thing is sharing and vulnerability. This is a really hard place to be if you don't feel safe with the person you're saying I'm fine to and trying to ignore, or just not feel like you can really say what's going on with you. So the I'm fine in this case is to say, you know what, I'm really not fine. I might need some time to think about this before I talk to you about it. Or I'm not fine because I feel like you're putting things on me that shouldn't be mine. Whatever it is, whatever that thing is for you to be able to express those things and share what is really happening helps you to show up as an authentic person and not hiding behind a little quip. I'm fine. No, you're not fine if the insides of you are not doing good. So those are our 4 quick, easy tips to getting out of that rut of just sharing, I'm fine. You practice these things over and over. Find your safe places to practice first. Do that first before it's the harder places, and you'll get better, and you can even do that in those really hard spaces. So if you relate to this, or you feel like you have a relationship that this, like, all the bells go off when you hear this I'm fine, then I would love to hear about it. Share with me what points you really enjoyed and you want to work on for yourself. If you need any help from me, I'm Coach Steph. You can find me at stephkelsey.com. Life can be messy, but you don't have to be. Have a great day. you.